Now
You can't silence
you
me.
guys are here. It's grab your dice and kiss your mothers. It's the post Mother Day Dungeons and Dragons stream here on PU2 Welcome, welcome. I got the PU2 Cru here, and we're excited to be back in action tonight. It's been a minute, so we are excited to see each other and then play some games. So, welcome, PU2 Cru. We will be going around the table. Yep. We'll be going around the table here in just a minute. If you're just first finding me, I'm PU2ASU. We have some streams here on this channel, mostly related to some role play. The campaign we're going to do tonight is One Piece inspired. It's a little campaign called Piece of Eight, a homebrew campaign in which the characters are crewmates and they follow their captain into his adventures. So we'll recap where we are in the campaign here in just a second. But if you want to find me, you can find me on all the socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We also have a Patreon for this page and a Discord channel that you too can get to, the link of which is here on our Twitch page. So check that out. Check out our merch store. And that's all about me. So I'm going to go kind of around to the table, catch up with people, see how their Mother's Day went and how their week's been going here as we transition from spring into summer, which is pretty exciting. I'm going to start at the top of the order here, and I see Climate Changer up there on the top of my screen, so I'm going to go over to his world. Climate, how's it been going?
Great. Going good.
Going good.
Yeah. Making stuff with my 3D printer, my new 3D printer,
Woo-hoo.
and playing Ichibi Hirata, the ranger, who partook of the weapon fruit. He's a cool guy. You should get to know him.
You should.
Yeah.
You should. He's very unique, and he's got a unique way he uses that weapon fruit that you'll have to see once we start playing here on this campaign.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
Are you saying we're gonna be in a fight or something?
I mean, that's a high
Foreshadowing?
likelihood. That's a high likelihood.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
So, to your 3D printer, what is the first thing that you think you're going to print? Are you going to print more Warhammer stuff? You're going to print figurines?
I printed a like you guys know Moria from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I printed
Moria?
some Moria columns for my my tabletop battle map. I'm working on designing. So I'm gonna make a battle map for Warhammer with all my 3D prints. And I printed an architecture project too that I worked on. But I haven't had time to do a whole lot of stuff yet. So
Gotcha.
it took a while to like calibrate it. I printed some like test pieces that didn't work out very well.
So, how does the ink come to you? I've always wondered this. Is it like come as a block and then it melts it and prints it, or does it come as a liquid and like?
It's a liquid, and
Okay.
it's a liquid that hardens when it's exposed to ultraviolet light.
Okay, interesting.
And so you have it sitting on this clear plate, right? And on under the clear plate is an LED screen that basically it can shoot light out at the size of a pixel on the screen, and so that's what cures the bottom layer. And then there's this plate that comes down and picks up that layer, and then it just kind of goes up and down as the different layers are cured. So it's actually the model's like hanging upside down, attached to a plate that's going up and down in the resin.
That's cool.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Legit.
It's also super toxic, and you got to wear a respirator and all this stuff.
Because of the
So
microplastics.
things you find out after you buy it. No, like
install
if
it
it
in the most
touches your
enclosed room in
skin,
your house.
like there's a 50-50 chance that you'll develop an allergy to resin for the rest of your life.
Man.
So
Wow.
don't
Wild.
yeah, so
Don't
I've
touch
got
it.
like these big rubber gloves and like this mask and a respirator and
Wow.
What does it taste like?
well,
Ranch dressing.
yeah, banana
Knew it.
pudding. I don't
I
know.
knew it.
Wait, so you can touch it after it's cured, but not
Yeah.
while it's liquid?
Yeah, so like what's crazy is to like you know, purify the area or whatever. You just open the door and let sunlight in and like any little particles that are around will just cure from the light.
Wow.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
So, thank you for introducing a chibi as well. So, we expect to see a 3D printed chibi soon. So that'll be fun. You should work on that and show this.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Thanks.
Doing it right now, mid campaign.
Mid campaign. All right, moving on. We've also got PS Zombie.
Howdy.
How's it going, PS Zombie?
Good.
What you been into?
Got a new job, bartending, so it's been a wild time, but also a lot of fun. Getting out there again, talking to people, pretty good. Can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Are you like the guy in the movie scene that's like, you know, cleaning the glass? He comes over and gives advice to the person at the, you know.
I do. I have had
Nice.
opportunities to enrich many people's lives and or offend them. One lady was very offended that I didn't know what the museum was. She's like, "It's a slavery museum," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I've never been. I didn't know." And
Oh, the one in Montgomery?
yeah, so she was
Ugh.
pretty mad at me.
You're like right across the street
I'm
from it, aren't
sorry,
you?
man. Yeah, literally, I can see it from like behind the bar. I'm like, I've never been. I don't know. I don't go to downtown.
It's actually really like from an architect's standpoint, it's like awesome.
Yeah, I keep
It's a
hearing it's
very-
great, and
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
good.
go. I just didn't off the top of my head know what it was about.
I'm offended a little bit now.
Well,
No, I'm just playing.
apparently this is a fact I need to stop telling people. I 100% know what it is now, and it makes me feel the appropriate way I ought to feel about it.
But you had a redemption arc though. This is an interesting story. Can we talk about this with Pacific Rim at your old job, and then this job you had a similar experience, but you got it right.
That's right.
Okay, let's talk about
Yeah,
this really
so-
quick. This is a fun story.
So in my old job that I was used to bartend at, a kid walks in with a Pacific Rim action figure, and of one of the Jaegers, and I go, "Oh, is that Gypsy Danger?" And he goes, "It's Striker Eureka," and he's like so offended at me. I was like, "Sorry, kid." I was like, "Apologies." And
Wow.
so then kind of my redemption arc was a little girl of maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 came in to our work wearing like a pink Disney princess dress, and I leaned down to her and I go, "Oh, are you Aurora?" And her mother was like, "You knew which one she was?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's the pink dress one." So that was my redemption, was knowing Sleeping Beauty. Not only that it was Sleeping Beauty, but knowing Sleeping Beauty's real name. So.
What I was joking with PS Zombie that it's like flash forward 10 years, and that kid that had gotten so offended about Striker Eureka would just kind of nods off in the distance like, yeah, he got it. He got it
was
right.
like standing in the distance in a trench coat. And like, he did it. He redeemed
He
himself.
did it. Very good.
Yeah, it's good times. But yeah,
I'm
I
proud of
played
you.
Garza. He's a monk character. Who ate a burn fruit. So I've got some fire powers as well as karate powers, as well as mopping powers and weeping powers. So I've got the full gambit.
I think he's overpowered.
That's right.
Yeah, I do have a lot of stuff I can do. And I have, like, in a few levels, I'm going to be, like, obnoxious with the stuff I can do. So, Look forward to that.
Duly noted. That's the
We're just
DM.
here to support you, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, this is your story. We're just supporting characters.
I did like the class and the race and the devil fruit. There's just like there's so many things we can do. It's really
Very good. We've
I
also
guess.
we've got MK Spectre. MK, how you been? I haven't
What's
seen
going
you in a
on?
minute. What you
It's
been
been a
into?
minute. Well, actually, more recent history. I don't know if many of you are familiar with the game Hades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we love Hades.
I beat it. I beat
Well
it for the
done.
first time tonight.
Very
The
good.
first one or the
Oh,
second one?
nice.
The first one.
So you
Sweet, man.
beat Hades.
I've been
Yeah,
sleep.
that took me a bunch of runs to do that. It took me like 30 or
What
something.
was
Like,
your
I
what was
was
your
pretty bad at
build?
it.
What was your weapon? What was your
The Griffin.
okay?
Was it Adamant Griffin or something, or Griff, something like that? Yeah, had that. Ended up with the Daedalus hammer. Made it into the burst fire, so it didn't reload.
Nice, nice.
That was
Oh, that's
very
my favorite
nice.
one for the gun.
Yeah,
Because the
and then
reloading
this
gets
one-
really annoying.
It does, unless you have the Hestia, which you need the reload so that you can get that bonus. But yeah, that and a bunch of boons, a lot of Demeter boons to slow them all down, and then for my special, I got the rocket. So instead of the mortar,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
straight blast. It
Yeah.
worked out well.
I like the
worked out
gun
very
a
well.
lot. The gun was a very good weapon to use.
My first win
I-
was on the shield. It was kind of a
Ooh,
odd sort of build with the one where you shoot a laser instead of charge with the shield. So I just sat
Oh,
in the
yeah.
corner, just like shooting lasers at him. I was like, please leave me alone.
that's awesome.
Are you?
So yeah,
Yeah, Hades, man.
yeah.
Great game.
Are you going to do more runs? Because for me, my only regret is
Yes.
that I beat Hades 1 and I just did it once. And then I had Hades 2. And so I immediately moved on to that. And I played the heck out of Hades 2. So I never went back. And now I don't even feel like it because I'm like, I'm totally in Hades 2 now, right? So that was my
Yeah.
only regret was I moved on too quickly.
So I'm gonna go back because there's so much more to unlock still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like some of the weapons, I like look at them, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like that, and I pick it up, I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get all the weapons a fair shot, like all their modifications and everything. I'll probably put Hades 2 on my wish list and probably grab it during a summer or fall sale when it's
Nice.
a little bit off. But it is a perfect Steam Deck game. Man, I'm just laying up playing it, taking it with me,
Yeah.
waiting to pick
Yeah, I
something
played
up
on
from
Switch.
school.
It's like,
Oh yeah,
it's the ideal on the go game. So good.
it really. Like I've got a dock.
Sitting in bed or whatever and just.
Yeah, I've thought about playing it on like the desktop, like the deck's for charging or something. I thought about playing on the computer. I'm like, nah, it wouldn't feel right.
Doesn't feel right. Yeah.
And slightly longer news. I told you about the PC thing earlier. I'm actually doing a semi upgrade to mine,
Nice.
and then I'm taking the parts from mine, and I'm going to build Sutton his computer for his birthday.
Cool.
Nice.
But I'm going to be mean, and I'm going to put Linux on there, not Windows, and really make him work for it.
Nice.
Make him work.
It's a good way
So-
to make somebody computer proficient.
Yeah.
Train him up.
Oh, real quick, I know we got to get onto the game. For a Papa moment, Sutton made the robotics team for next year.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
sweet.
Cool.
Nice.
Not only that, they had a 3-day tryout. He was only able to make the first day because they had plans. Ended up beating out other kids who can make it all days. So
Oh,
I'm just
nice.
saying,
Good
he
for
gets
him.
it from my wife.
That's awesome. And now
That's
now you're putting them on Linux, so it's kind of like what does that Naruto mean? The one guy that trains with all the weights, and then he takes them off, and then he can fight really.
Right.
Oh
quickly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing to him with the Linux. He's just it's part of the training.
Hey, that's perfect. Rock Lee's my favorite, so it just fits in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best character.
Um,
Ninjutsu's
yeah.
cheated, let's be honest.
it is. It's cheap. If you
I
can't
do
run
feel
faster
like-
than light, what good are you?
Exactly.
Anyways, in the game I play Orthos. He is a half-orc mercenary He's our helmsman, so when he's awake, he's driving the boat decently well. He's usually pretty quiet until the action starts, and he's up in it. But yeah, he's ready to rock and roll and hopefully not die again.
Very good. Did you just say your devil fruit? I missed that part in your description.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the haste fruit.
There you go.
So little extra speed
Speedy boy.
added into the mix. Yeah.
That's right. And then the last but definitely not least, we got Alex. Alex, what you been into, sir?
What up? What up? Not much, man. It's been kind of business as usual, just kind of hanging out. Actually, I am getting into building my own computer soon, so I'm
Cool.
kind of pumped about that. The only time I've ever tried it before, it failed catastrophically, so I'm really excited for this try. But yeah, other than that, just kind of business as usual.
Very good. And what do you play in this campaign, Alex?
So I am playing Gornick. He is a barbarian bugbear. He ate the teletella fruit, so he has developed some potentially beneficial telekinetic abilities. And I say potentially because I think so far all he's done is harass, mostly Hissy. But he's also the ship's navigator, so helping kind of steer the ship, get us through tricky waters. And he does that sort of well.
Very good. Well, that is the crew, and these guys make up the Kite Pirates. I'm your DM, and I play the captain as an NPC, which is Captain Tamarian D. Kite. So that is the crew. I don't have any other updates except we had a good Mother's Day. We did a giant cookout. I was just cleaning the house and sliced my heel on some exposed metal from a vent, and so now I can't walk. I feel so old, and that's kind of my life right now. So we're getting ready for school to end, which means the fam's just going to be around so much more with the summer, which is just great. So looking forward to that. So
Sound real happy.
yeah, so happy. I'm so happy. We've got. I'm gonna actually pull into frame my Monkey D. Luffy post. There we go. That's better. Product placement right there. So this campaign is called Piece of Eight. It is an inspiration off the great One Piece anime, which just started back up in its Elbath arc. I'm currently caught up, so bragging rights for that on everything where we're at to current. So much of this campaign has some inspiration from One Piece. So the whole idea of the party is that they are trying to become the #1 pirate crew. In this world, there is 100 ranked pirate crews. And on top of those ranked pirate crews is this kind of three-way tie, which are the overlords of the sea. And then whoever works their way up to the top, beats the overlords of the sea, becomes the next Buccaneer King. So that's the path that your captain, Tamarian D. Kite, wants to go on, and you as a crew, you want to make your way to the top. So currently, you as a pirate crew are unranked. So that is the world. We'll just get into it with recaps. Let's do that. Let's get a little music. Little music. Musica. Talk about last campaign.
Music.
Cue the music. There we go. Tamarian D. Kite and his crew, the Kite Pirates, braved the island of Tashiki. As they moved away around the island, they had recently overcame a zombie attack and hoped to rest and recover, but their rest was cut short as a pack of wolves entered the fray, and the crew had to fight off a pack of wolves. They continued trying to rest as Orthos had been gravely injured from the previous zombie attack, so they had to figure out a way to get him some rest. So in the early AM hours, they had to survive waves of wolves, trying to be stealthy and also survive with the remaining time before daylight. You all rallied together to protect your crewmate and was able to survive the oncoming attacks from the wolf pack. When the morning day broke, you were able to get up from your campsite and make your way into the nearby village of Selenite Shores. And that's where we are right now. So just like I did in the recap, you guys spent your night trying to give Orso some rest. He was able to do a full rest. So Orthos, you should be back up to full, and anything that resets after a long rest, you should be able to do that. Everybody else, you were engaged in some conflict, so you will not get the full benefits of a long rest, but you are able to do a short rest should you need it. So if there are any takers on that, let's get that sorted out now. So if anybody needed a short rest, Ichibi, Garza, or Gornick, feel free to do so. I don't think you guys were really beaten up from the zombie attack. It was mostly just Orthos.
Looks like maybe I did a short rest last session.
Okay. So you guys
Yeah, I think I did too.
I got a hit dice.
I think I did as well.
Makes me think I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we
Because
took
I'm
care
not
of that last
seeing
time.
any under the class resource, for sure. Or is there somewhere on our character sheet where short rests?
Yeah, if you look,
The hit die.
the best gauge is probably the hit die, which is under your hit points. I've got 0 out of 1, so that makes me think that I used 1 last session.
Well, I guess I didn't do it then. I don't need to do it. Anyway.
Well, good, because you don't get to.
Yeah.
He doesn't need your stinking short rest. You can keep it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Too strong for resting.
that's right. You're above resting. You guys moved from Bamboo Grove, where you encountered a bunch of destroyed houses, remains of what used to be a village, and some undead creatures. You got in a scuffle with them. You were able to make it through the grove to the end of the grove. You needed to do some rest, but the local wildlife didn't give you such a good rest because they were interested in eating the zombie flesh, as well as you all looked like threats to them, but you were able to overcome. And with the daylight coming in, the wolves retreated back into the forest, and you made your way over to Selenite Shores. That is the village next to you. So you kind of left the remains of the ruined village and into this next door village. You walk, it's early morning, I would say around 8 or 9 o'clock. You walk into a pretty rural setting of a town, but you still expect to get some hustle and bustle of the morning AM hours. You do not get that. It is not a lot of foot traffic. You do hear commotions within houses, a lot of coughing, a lot of wet coughs, a lot of dry coughs, some heaving. In the middle of the town is this kind of well that looks like it's a water supply for the village. You see one guy getting some water out of it. He coughs off to the side, raises his head, very downcast looking, looks at the three of you, and just coughs a little more, stares at you, almost like he doesn't even have the energy to give you a greeting, and then just walks back into his house. The villager that does that looks very sickly. He is got some signs of dehydration, so you can just, for your theater of the mind, You can see sunken in eyes, some exposed chin bones. More you can kind of see his skeletal structure pretty clearly. He's got a little bit of a limp in how he walks, and you kind of see that. You all are here at the edge of the village, and I'm going to actually update the stream so that they can see that we're going to zoom in on the Selenite Shores. So if you want to move your character token so it's nearby the village, that would help for the Twitch viewers so they can see frame of reference. I'm just going to go on a limb and say I need to move Gornick. Is that right, Alex? I feel like that's right.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I really thought I had it figured out this time.
No worries. I got you. All right. And so here you are. Town square is pretty empty. A couple people on some cots out in the town square that seem to be trying to nap. A lot of people are worked up in their houses. Not a lot of activity. And if there is, it's a little rustling and bustling of like trying to get the breakfast in their house started. And then you watch one middle-aged woman in a nearby hut trying to get a breakfast started. She almost is like she's trying to cook for her family, but she has to like sit and like catch her breath between breaks and has to take multiple breaks between cooking. And she's just struggling to get breakfast out on the table. So that is what you see upon entering the village.
Just like through the window or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can notice that she's got her door open for whatever reason. You don't know why. Probably maybe didn't get air flow through the house, and she's got her shutters and windows open. So you can just kind of, without seeming creepy, you can just clearly see it in plain view that that's what she's particularly doing. And you can kind of hear noise and bustles of people in their houses nearby. These are pretty simple huts, simple houses. So they're not expensive. The walls are thin. They're pretty kind of shanty looking houses. So they're not by any means elaborate. So sound travels, visibility is high. Like you can you can see through exposed walls and cracks and whatnot. So it's a place.
Can I do a smell check?
Sure. Roll for smell.
Okay.
Maybe just D20 if you want. You can't smell too much other than dankness.
Oh, it's that kind of village.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was hoping for more of like a breakfast, figuring out what she had made. But anyway,
you can't tell, but I mean, you can tell the socioeconomic class of this village is pretty low income.
Do they seem to have any defenses up around this area? Like, do they seem like they've been, I don't know, dealing with zombies for a long time or anything like that?
Oh, good question. If you want to specifically know that as Garza, you can do a perception check as you look
Certified
around.
genius Garza.
That's right.
Certified midweight Garza.
No. You don't see any sign of damage. Even with the 12, you don't see that there's not a perimeter wall, and you don't see that there's any damage on the perimeter buildings.
So they either have a way to ward them off, or they haven't found anything. I think, I'd say Garza, being the guy he is, might just poke his head in a window and say, "Hey, are you guys zombies?"
That's pretty great. Let's see. Where does he poke his head in? Let me look at my notes.
Doing such a good job keeping a low profile.
Let's say you poke into the house with a middle-aged woman trying
Low
to...
profile is not for famous pirates. Let me get this.
So you poke your head in the house of the middle-aged lady that is trying to make a meal for her family. You poke your head into the front room, which has a shared kitchen on it, and you can see clearly into the next room, kind of like a shotgun house. It's probably not the best vernacular to use for the style, but kind of a galleyway right where you can see into the next room. Simple dining table with 2 kids, a boy and a girl. I'd say about middle school. One's about middle school age, one's about elementary school age. Sitting in very pauper outfits, just waiting for their breakfast. They kind of don't look healthy either. One's sneezing a lot. One's looks pretty pale. And the lady looks over at you, and she sits back down. She's working at the stove. When you pop your head in, she sits back down. I don't know what you're talking about. None of us here feel good, if that's what you mean.
Oh, okay. We just met some zombies back here. We were making sure that you weren't them too.
She coughs a little bit. No, we're just trying to make it by. A lot of us here don't feel so well. Are you all from around here? She kind of gets out of her sickness, not feeling well enough to be alert enough to tell that you're an out-of-towner. So she kind of looks at you and looks past you to the rest of the crew behind you.
I am
No, we're
definitely not from
pirates.
around here.
While this is going on, could Gornick go check out the well?
Sure.
We noticed that like the people look dehydrated.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go take a peek. Would that be perception?
Yes. You can do that, or you can do investigation.
Ooh.
If you want to actually check out the well and its mechanics. Okay, for a 12 on perception, I mean, it just looks like a well to you. The water seemingly looks clean to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna taste it.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Double
God,
dog
wait.
dare
She's
you.
like resin.
That's
Whoa! I got double dog dared.
All the cool kids are doing it, man.
it. Little.
Should I take a sip of the water?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Dude.
Just want to put
Yeah.
myself on the
We don't
line.
want another devil fruit situation. We all
Zombie
turn
devil
into
fruit
zombies or something.
Oh no.
Be a
Well, you know
telekinetic
what?
zombie. Think of what an asset I could be to the team.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe you should drink it.
As long as it's not
I'm-
seawater, you'll be fine.
Oh god. All right, never mind. Let's hope that I can figure out what was going on with why people looking so sick.
Good question. Garza.
Right, and I'd like to think that while this was going on, Garza was explaining that they're pirates and kind of describing the exploits of the kite pirates. And I've fully like taken out my painter set and I've painted the kite pirate symbol on their wall while I'm explaining stuff. Like just being very I started out talking through the window and then I fully crawled in the window and have painted this on their wall. And so that's our mission, is to be the #1 pirates.
Oh. She just kind of like watches you with amazed by your energy and just can't fathom to have that same level. And then she's kind of looks back and says, I'm back at her kids like start shifting a little bit in their chairs, trying to, and she notices that she has to attend to them, like that kind of brings her attention to her kids and back to her task at hand. So she goes, I need to finish making our oatmeal, but I can't find anything in this kitchen. I know I had some more oatmeal around. She kind of messes around more with some cabinets. Everything seems to just be missing. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. Need to sit back down. She sits back down.
I feel bad.
Anderson. Yes, Mom. Can you grab me the cup off the table of water? Yes, Mom. And he kind of rushes it over. A little bit more energy than her, but definitely tell he's not. He also looks ill. Gives her some water. She takes some more sips. Gets back at it, trying to make some dinner for her family. What the heck is going on? My computer's freaking
Okay, see,
out.
now I really think it brings the water.
Are you doing that?
Could be a resin well. I set up a resin well, and it's the one session right before that climate changer warned you guys about resin, independent of my resin well. How dare he?
Yeah.
Go
Well,
on.
then there must be no sunlight getting down into that well.
That's right.
I have a UV light in my bag. This is crazy.
Because
Did you
if
even
there
watch
was,
The
it'd
Ring?
just be a solid plug in the bottom. Or it could be a resin elemental down there. Well, Chibi feels bad, and so he would probably go draw some water up from the well.
All right. Very simple.
To give her.
Very simple apparatus. Pulls water up from the well.
Okay. He has a pirate cup with him, and he
Hold up. Explain a pirate cup. Wait. Don't speed past that. What does it make? What makes it a pirate cup? Tell me what makes it a pirate cup.
I guess
It's
explain
got-
to PU2 because he's the only one who doesn't understand exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. I mean, we all know
Yeah.
what a pirate cup is, but
We all have one, man.
I knew.
they typically are,
pirates.
Literally drinking
carved,
right now.
and they've got like the figure on the front of a ship.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of got like
figurehead,
the figurehead poking off of it.
Okay. That's fun. I like that.
I want one of these cups.
We
Yeah.
gotta sell
And
these
the
in the
water-
merch store.
Shoots out of the figure's mouth or something. Yeah.
Wait, so you got to make out with the figure?
Well, I didn't think about that. It's more for pouring into other things, you know.
You gotta
Shut up and
mouth.
take my money.
You gotta mouth your liquids out of the cup. That's great.
Hey, that's better than drinking from the hose. I'll take
That's
it any
right.
day.
Oh, pirates are weird, man.
Take it back.
They do weird stuff with their cups.
But not really thinking about it, and Chibi's kind of used to his new face now. He pours the water into their pitcher with his tentacles. It just kind of comes out of his hood, his hooded face, these tentacles, and just poured the. I think that's probably he's absent-minded enough to do that.
Okay, so I'm sorry, we got fully distracted by Alex putting the Buzz Lightyear meme in Discord
Uncalled
chat.
for.
Well,
which one is it? The I Come in Pies one?
No.
My gosh,
no,
that is
what?
the perfect
That's
meme
solid
for
one.
that.
solid meme.
Yeah.
Oh man.
In case you missed it, we've got a product placement with a certain straw at a certain location.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be so honest right now. I googled "I come in pies" to try to get the meme, and I'm gonna go clean my hard drive. That was a bad move. That was a really
Sometimes,
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Oh,
100%.
I'm gonna pull it up because it's a funny meme.
oh man.
Wow.
Here we go.
Like at no point in time while you were typing that into Google, were you like, maybe I shouldn't?
Maybe I should.
You know, I really wish I could tell you that that voice took over, but it was really all I heard was a voice in my head that was like, "This is a good idea."
It was done out of innocence. And that's okay.
My intuition constantly tries to get me killed.
Why do we have two specific Buzz Lightyear themed memes related to this topic? I don't understand.
it's just so specific. It's kind of weird, guys. Like, how did y'all pull this out so quickly?
Oh, that's
Like,
a very
they're just
common
holding on to
meme.
this, just waiting,
No, this is a very common meme. This is a very normal thing that happens.
Oh, okay. It's totally normal.
Well, this is how it is, Twitch, is we go 5 minutes of gameplay, 10 minutes of memes, then we go back to gameplay.
That's what.
It's all about entertainment.
All right.
Yeah.
I might ask the mom, where do you normally get your food from? Since it seems like they're low on food.
Sure, so we're going to put a pin in that question, though. Let's go back really quick to Ichibi. So you said you were pulling up the water, and I missed the part where you were using your tentacles for something.
I poured the water from the well into a cup for them
Okay.
to drink out of.
Okay. So you're just kind of offering them water in your pirate cup. Okay.
Yeah. You all seem a little parched. I went and drew some water from the well for you. And then some tentacles come out and pour it.
She's very fascinated by that. And then she thanks you, takes the water and says, "Thank you. I don't know if it's as much parched, but we definitely are not ourselves lately." And then she goes back and she looks at you, Garza, and kind of like a little bit of fogginess says, "What did you just ask me?"
I was asking where you normally get your food from. Looks like you're low.
We have crops and then storehouses here, and we have a store here at the end of the street. But I just restocked. I thought yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. She kind of get lost in thought. Fogginess kind of sets in her brain and kind of trails off a little bit on that answer.
Does it seem like she doesn't have food, or does it seem like she's just like too confused to find the food she has?
You can give me a good old.
Keeping in mind, I've already broken into her house.
Yeah, you're fully up in this, and it should be concerning to you that she's not like raising alarm to that too, right? So,
yeah, I'm a little weirded out by this person. They're a little
Garth
too
is a
chill.
very
They're in
trustworthy
this dank
person.
village. They're just
The vibe is bad.
parched. They're parched and
Buzz Lightyear's everywhere.
they're super chill. Yeah.
You're gonna give me some check for that, P. Zombie, if that's like a perception check.
Okay.
Or some insight. I'll take any roll if you want to pitch to me. You know,
Heard.
doing this roll because of X.
Well, I guess I'm looking around their house.
Okay.
So maybe I'll do perception. Oh, natural one.
6. You can't tell much, but even with a 6, you can tell that there doesn't seem to be an organization system. There's a lot of disheveled. It looks a little like ransacked almost. Even with a 6, you can tell things are messy and kind of out of place.
Well, maybe we'll go to the store for you and see if we can find you some food.
Oh,
Like even Garza is starting to get like a little bit wary of this situation.
Okay. So
Right.
she says, "Hey, you don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I gotta find it." Mommy, we're hungry. Yeah, I'll be right with you, dear. I'm working on it. She starts kind of fiddling more in her pantries.
All right. Well, I'll point to the kite pirate symbol I painted on the wall. You see any pirates? Tell them we're better than them. All right. Bye. And shut the door on my way out.
She just kind of waves you out. Or waves at you as you exit.
The chibi waves with his hands and his tentacle beard. Goodbye.
I like that you were very secretive of that tentacle when you first got the power, and then we just got in full circle with Chibi where he's just flamboyantly like, I'm in my body.
I think he's coming to,
coming to his own.
love himself again.
That's respectable. Yeah, that's good. That's good self-love right there on the podcast.
Yeah.
Good self-love here on the stream, folks.
Yeah.
Be confident in who you are.
That near-death experience probably got him to accept the
That's right.
Yeah. He's really thinking about things.
So she pointed out a store towards the end of the village. So that's where you guys are headed now.
I want to check it out.
Yeah.
The village.
The village.
Because I wasn't really able to tell whether their problem was lack of supplies or whether something was wrong with them. I'm a little curious.
Okay.
Yes. We walk to the other side of the Selenite shores, I guess?
Yep. So you head that way and you see what looks like to be a storefront. It's pretty properly labeled as a store. You can see a few people that have gone in and out of it. Seems to be pretty decently stocked as you approach. And as soon as you come towards the front, there's a lot of... There's sort of like two sections to the store. You've got the front area. Seems to be some sort of reception cashier's desk off to the left. To right in front of you when you enter is all these kind of like fresh produce. Vegetables. Even have some cured meat. And then behind it is more stored goods. Kind of behind it. So it's kind of get this warehousey part in the back with multiple shelves, kind of like a traditional grocery store would, and a bunch of dry goods. And the very front is fresh produce. In the front area is a older lady. Looks like she's 60s, 70s, right in there. My grandson loved peaches. Loves peaches, but where is he? He's missing. I need to find him. Maybe these peaches. He reaches then down and picks up some fresh peaches. And maybe this will help me figure out where my grandson is gone. I can't find him. He's been missing for... She thinks for a minute. I don't know how long, but I know he's been missing. We can't find him. I can't find him. Nobody knows where he's been. Kind of getting herself worked up a little bit. She kind of thinks back and forth. I need to not be here and go look for him. She starts trying to shuffle off. A few other people around the store, in addition to her, they seem to just also be very sick appearance. The grandparent, or the lady you just witnessed that said that, she looks a little sick, but is able to looks like she has more energy. Just kind of keeps sniffling, but for the most part is able to kind of say those things, function accordingly, and kind of move. The other people in the store, one's like coughing a huge amount, very wet coughs as he's trying to like go through some dried goods. The other lady, there's another lady, she's probably middle-aged, seems to be doing something similar to the other lady you witnessed in her house of getting supplies for breakfast. And she's having to take a lot of rests and sits. There's about another middle-aged guy. He's just kind of holding his stomach a lot with seemingly cramps or upset stomach, but he's able to kind of muscle through and pick up some supplies that he needs. And that's kind of what's going on. And then you have an attendant that's sitting over by the cashier that's kind of propped up against the wall that looks a little like pale and sweaty. So that is the scene that you walk into.
Really want some peaches now.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for free.
Ma'am? Yes. Where are these peaches you're talking about? Where do you typically get those around here?
Oh, these are great. My grandson loves them. Have you seen him? He's been missing for a while now. I had a voice change there. I need to pick a voice for this character.
Did he look sort of less alive than normal? Like, was he maybe the last time you saw him parched? You know, missing his hair,
He
corpse-like skin.
He had a cough, and what else did he have? Might have been sweaty a little bit. I don't remember, but he's missing. Wait, you haven't seen him? He's about this yay big. No, maybe this big. She kind of guesses a couple times on the height. I just haven't seen him.
Well, you know who you have seen? The Kite Pirates. Congratulations.
Oh.
We are blessing you with our presence.
So
The best pirate crew, I mean, yes, the best pirate crew on the seas.
it sounds...
My buddy Garza here, he can really talk us up. Let me tell you.
We're only unranked because we haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
Sure, the
We want to give the others a chance.
The ranked. We'll jump right in at like top 10 for sure.
That's great. Have you read into my grandson?
Yeah, I think I saw him wherever you got those peaches you were talking about.
Well, that would be here. She kind of just points down at the barrel. He's not here.
So based on any descriptions she gives us of her grandson, was he one of the zombies we've already killed?
You can't tell. She's kind of unclear about the height. She's kind of misremembering some stuff. You remember I said she was going on about how many days it was. He's been missing for a while, but a couple days, no, maybe longer than that. So she's kind of got like inconsistency on details. So you kind of can't judge that. I will say that from your memory, you didn't encounter any children-like characters when you were fighting out there in the bamboo grove. These creatures, whatever they were, these animated beasts, were not small framed. So they were whatever they were adult.
Is there anybody else in this store?
Yeah, I've mentioned that there was a middle-aged man that seems to be having stomach issues. There is a cashier that seems to be profusely sweating and pale. And there is another middle-aged lady that seems to be taking a lot of having some labored breathing and taking a lot of breaks while she shops. And this grandma. And that's it.
Ma'am, I've noticed everybody I've met here seems to be under the weather. Do you know what's going on? Why is everybody sick, it seems like?
She sniffles, kind of blows her nose. We all just try and survive. I don't remember who was sick and who wasn't. I'm trying to remember a time where no one had anything. And I'm coming up blank with remembering. She gets lost in thought. And you can tell as she's doing this, even without a perception check, that she's trying to really piece together a story. And she just can't. There's too much misremembering, gaps in knowledge base. Which, like in that answer that I just shared, there was a lot of like trying to remember and can't. Not saying she has dementia, but with like a dementia patient, they get really like frustrated when they can't remember. So you see a little pain and anguish on her face, trying to recall memories, trying to get facts straight, and just can't. Man.
Okay, ma'am. Let's get you home to bed.
Okay, but you're gonna find my grandson, right?
Of course, your grandson, yes.
He's been missing. Really worried about him. Where is he?
We're worried about you.
Grandson's missing.
Surely he's not too far from here. Where do you think he would be playing, or how old is he?
We celebrated his 26, that's right. He's 42. I'm just kidding. 9, 12.
Ma'am, you are just a Pandora's box.
She just can't get it straight.
Yeah. Well, when she's not looking, Achibi spears 10 peaches with his tentacles and pulls them back into his hood real quick, because squids have 10 tentacles, by the way.
Are you going to do some sort of sleight of hand? I'll give you advantage on that roll because you have your squid fact of 10 tentacles as you shared on the stream.
Oh, okay. Squid facts. Way better than cat facts.
You guys want to hear how to make a squid laugh?
How? Tell us.
You give it tentacles.
Ha!
Tentacles.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's good. Keep it here. Keep it here, y'all, for more of those fine comedy. 12's a little sloppy for a sleight of hand. You
I'm
definitely
still getting used to these things.
You
okay?
definitely. What's interesting is you definitely think you do a good job, but you could tell the store owner does notice, but is too busy coughing to try to do anything about it.
Okay.
Or
So now we're just robbing the store? That sounds like fun.
No, I'm just. So Achibi puts 1 gold piece down on the table because I have 15, and he says, "Sorry,
oh wow, Mr. Moneybags.
they have a mind of their own sometimes," and puts because they do. Technically, each tentacle has its own nervous system.
Wow.
Anyway,
More octopus
Bring out those
fads.
squid back.
The more you know.
That's great.
You want to hear another squid joke? Too bad.
oh,
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Come on, Alex.
No, actually, I don't have another one.
Well, then ink you. I don't know. I'm trying to think of more. That's
Keep working on that one.
pocket ink. Psh, run away.
Then I'll calamari you. I don't know. Still working on it. Fresh memes hitting the chat. I feel like I gotta log in here and just to okay.
I feel like fresh memes is very generous.
Recycled memes.
Tale as old as time.
That's great.
Okay, who's peeling their peaches?
Whoa! This is not that kind of stream. Climate.
Whoa.
Come on. Come
What?
on.
I love the spirit. Yeah, who skins a peach?
Yeah.
What?
What?
It's good stuff. It's nice and tangy.
Are we
Yeah,
Putting the crust
mean,
off bread. Who does that?
talking about the
I'm good.
fruit, right? Right? We're still
I am
talking about
so
the fruit?
confused by your comment, Putu. Okay, never mind.
PU2 Cru After
Fair-
Dark.
Apparently, peaches are very controversial, so I'm gonna pull that.
Yeah.
Stick to that year.
Got some euphemisms.
Something we can all agree on.
That's right. Peaches come in a can. They were put there by a man. Shout out to Thornbro. He knows what I'm talking about. Presidents of the United States of America. Peaches. Look it up. It's a good song.
Yeah, what about the going to the country? Get myself some peaches.
Go to the country. Give me a... Yeah.
Okay,
Or
Great.
sitting on the beaches looking at the beaches.
I'm sorry.
Again, I feel like we stumbled into Buzz Lightyear. I didn't mean to stumble into peaches either. I was just picking a random fruit, but we just went
Buzz peaches.
hooked our trailer to that and ran with it, didn't we?
It's derailed the campaign.
Now a James and the Giant Peach campaign.
Peaches.
Sorry, Putu.
That's it.
Ooh.
It's fine. That's a fine film and book. I like
Fine film? I don't know about fine
it. You don't think
film.
it's a fine film? It's a really good one.
The claymation and stuff.
I might have watched it too much. I did watch it a lot growing up, and I kind of got
who
over
did
it.
the score for that film?
Who?
Randy Newman.
Of course.
Yeah, folks, we're here to talk about James and the Giant Peach.
That's the connection. Randy Newman.
They really made that peach look good, I gotta say. I mean,
that was
anyway.
that was a good looking peach.
Oh my gosh. Back to the euphemism.
We have fun. Randy Newman was the connection, if you all didn't miss it, between Peaches and Toy Story. We're anything but consistent, you all. We make connections for you. following the logic. All right, so we're taking this grandma to the
Everyone's
house,
done well.
and you guys are ushering out. You're still in peach. You're paying for the peaches, so the store attendant kind of takes the gold, puts it in a pouch, and gives you a nod of thankfulness.
So we escort this elderly woman.
Hey, Grandma, where's your house at?
It's on just on the corner, right around here. She kind of points off to the left.
It sounds like she knows where she's going. I think we can leave her.
Yeah, left is that way, and you just point.
Just casually walk across the street by yourself.
But you're gonna
Here's
find
the
my
thing, if we can
grandson.
solve the grander problem,
Sure, Grandma.
it's a higher calling than just escorting her down the street. But how to do so?
I think Achibi's gonna talk to somebody else in the store, see if their memory's messed up too.
Okay.
It's like everybody's
Foggy.
totally out of it. This dank village. Ma'am, what year is it?
She rattles off the current year in universe.
Okay.
I'm too lazy of a DM to establish what that is, but
I'm not trying to make you come up with a whole calendar.
yeah, we're not doing that. But she's able
How
to
dare you
rattle
not have
off.
written an entire book for this?
That's right. She is able to kind of reference the time and year that you all are in, so without much problem.
Okay.
But she's got labor. You're talking to the labor breathing person. She's
Yeah.
another middle-aged lady, very similar to the mom you talked to in her house. She gives you the answer. Why do you ask?
Well, there seems to be a lot of confused people around here. And I'm trying to gauge if it's everyone or just some people who can't seem to remember what happened yesterday or the day before that.
Well,
Or, for instance, where their grandson might be or the peaches. You know about any of those things?
Yeah, the lady that just left, she was... Oh, I got a headache. She was talking about her grandson and where he was, and I can't say I remember any person
That's
she's talking about.
what I thought. Dun, dun, dun.
Plot thickens.
People
She's a
can't
witch.
remember stuff here.
But how do we fix it?
Maybe we need to have like a self-help book, session where we write a self-help book about memory retention. We teach the village. No, that's probably going to take too long.
So you want
I don't
to
know.
set up a filming of Oprah in the village?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You think she'd come?
I mean, maybe. Could be.
What happened with Oprah? Probably a lot of stuff. Never mind.
Gives a lot of people cars.
And you get a peach, and you get a peach.
You get a peach.
She burned down Hawaii with space lasers.
That's it.
So did we ever manage to get well water?
Yes, you guys
Mhm.
gave it to the lady in the first house.
But we didn't try it.
Correct. You did not try it.
Did we get
Yeah, I'm
some
thinking
well
it's a
water?
bad idea to pay for water.
Can I do like a nature check of some kind to see if there's an obvious like pathogen or some kind of fungus or some sort of natural phenomenon in the area that
Calorie.
causing all these weird symptoms that everybody's having?
Sure. Do you want to? Where do you want to
course.
direct that check? At the well? At the grocery store? At the where?
Probably the well, I guess.
Okay.
Could be like the Black Plague. um, nature.
Whew. Looks like water to you.
All right, I'll be our guinea pig.
Nature, no nurture.
I shall drink the well water.
All right. Tastes fine.
You might want to boil that first.
I
Tastes,
like the noodles.
tastes fine to you. Just tastes like water. Nothing out of the ordinary.
It's not the water. What else do these villagers have?
Where's your sanitation department?
Where do you poop?
I don't know. We talked about this.
Just go up and grab her in a villager.
Where do you?
How do you use the bathroom here? Where's all the toilet paper?
What is there, a pandemic or something?
I'm about to say this is the perfect part of the campaign with the hantavirus popping up.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
It's true. We just came off a cruise ship.
Were these people
Did you
okay?
have a good time? Are your joints achy?
Have you seen any rats?
It's terrifying.
Does this village have? Does it seem like it has a mayor of any kind or any kind of leadership?
Good question. You do notice that there is one house towards the center of town that's a lot bigger of a house. Might be something to that, but there's definitely kind of a house that draws your attention that's larger in size towards the middle of the town.
Let's go see if we can get some answers.
Okay. You guys head to the biggest house in the middle of town. It doesn't seem to have any activity. You don't hear any noise as you approach. The door is shut. And you're staring at a pretty, as shacks go, it's pretty impressive. It's about double the size of the normal houses in the area. You're not hearing any sounds or seeing any activity inside the house from this vantage point.
All right. Ortho just kind of goes up and just starts banging on the door.
Oh, excuse me. You bang on the door. You don't hear a response, but the door swings open. It's not locked.
All right, gang, let's split up.
We're going stealth mode.
Bro.
You enter. It's got a pretty impressive area that you enter. That's kind of like a fellowship hall. It's almost got like a lot of tables in a row, two long tables in a row with some benches on each side of those two tables, and a kind of galley size, kind of like a nice dining area. Again, I mean, this is an impressive shack, but it's still a shack. So the furniture is a little worn, and it's dirt floor. You go through that. You see that room is the main room that you enter. It's got a kitchenette right next off of that same room. So immediately upon enter, you see you got a little kitchen area that's next to it. Beyond it is a doorway that goes to the left and a doorway that goes to the right.
And you said there's no sound, like no noise inside.
No scenes. Yep. What's nice is as you enter, it's kind of got pretty tall ceilings for a shack. So if you can imagine, how barns have, they kind of have a way that sunlight can come in. So there's like a roof, and then you have the walls go up, and then there's almost like this like opening in the wall that creates kind of a skylight effect. So it's kind of like a barn, kind of barn roof. So that lets in a lot of natural light, but you don't hear any commotion.
I guess I will go left and check out what's that way.
Okay, in the left side is a bathroom, and then off of the bathroom through another hallway. So you enter the doorway, there's a little simple bathroom, then there's another doorway that seems to go into a study area.
That's where they
poop. That's right.
I guess Orthos walks through and goes to check out the study, see if there's anything going on in there.
So you enter the study. The study is a shared space with a bed, so it seems to be a study / bedroom. Pretty nice considering low income. Pretty nice bed. Little disheveled. The bed, mattress, and sheets are unmade. And there seem to be some just various clothing items strewn throughout the floor of the bedroom portion. On the study, some of the drawers are pulled out, but there is a book, almost like a journal, sitting on the desk.
You must read the joke. I shall employ all of my reading lessons from history.
I was about to say, most of y'all don't read, so this is going to be an interesting roadblock for yourselves.
Look, I read a bit now. I shall do my best.
Okay, so Garza steps up to reads it. You start trying to read it. Hissy back at the ship, just out of nowhere, kind of looks off into the sky and was like, "Yeah." Could tell Garza's trying to read. So I will say you're reading a good bit now. Now you self-police this, Piasambi. Do you think Garza's up to 100% proficiency, or does there need to be like a comprehension roll of some kind?
I think he's not quite 100%. So he's always had a sort of interest / obsession with pirates. So I think the closer to how it might relate to nautical or pirate things, the more understanding he would have.
Interesting.
And the
Okay.
further it is from that content, the more likely he would need like a check or something.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's do a luck roll, a d20 luck roll.
Okay.
I'm going to say that like a 10 if it's nautical themed, a 12 or 13. I'm going to say 13 if it's not, as far as like a DC check.
Have it. There it is.
Perfect. Okay, so first off, this journal is not pirate themed, unfortunately. It's kind of more village life, but you can tell it's written by somebody that is seemingly in some sort of official capacity for this village. There is a lot of journal references about nights that they don't remember. There seems to be some detail about the day. It's just kind of journal entries. So it'll be day one. Did a lot of work today. Hosted a big group. We had a good fellowship meal. I can't remember what we did in the evening. And then the next day, it's spent a lot of day cleaning up around the house. Nothing of note. Still can't remember what happened in the evening. And so you kind of see there's a lot of these nights that, as you read on, it's just kind of simple life. This person, whoever it is, seems to be some sort of official that hosts a lot of people. Talks about having a lot of people over. Then talks about doing simple life of going to the store and talking to folks and counseling them if they had a hard time. Starts mentioning that certain people start getting sick and more people can't remember what's going on. Doesn't seem to denote in the journal how people get sick, but just that so and so got sick yesterday. Oh, today we've had 3 more get sick. They seem to be ailments related to stomachs or sneezing or colds. We just seem to have a lot of sickness going around. That line right there hangs with you a little bit. The line about we seem to have a lot of sickness going around. More and more as you read, the information and details seem to get more and more fuzzy as there's kind of less concrete details in the entries as you move through the book, and then it just abruptly stops right before this author, whoever it is, talks about having starting to forget what they did the day prior. So at first it was not remembering what was going on in the evenings, then it was not being able to remember what happened prior to that day. So,
is the journal marked anywhere that says who owns it?
Yes, it has a name.
All right, Garza, you're up.
I need a name.
Can you read that for us, Garza?
We're all family money.
Villager official.
My villager fish.
Eldrick Boone. Elric Boone. ELRIC. Boone. BOONE. Elric Boone.
I just point to that and say, this must be his name because I can't read it. It's not words, I know that much.
It's not words.
It must be his name.
Let's do some.
I guess everyone here is.
Go ahead, Garza.
I was just gonna say, I guess everyone's here sick with some sort of memory sickness.
Let's go ahead and the completing of the reading of the journal. I'm assuming you're reading it, Garza, and you're like relaying to the crew what you're seeing.
I'll just kind of like read it out loud.
Okay. So as you guys kind of get finished with the journal, you're just kind of left wondering more and more about what's going on here, right? So that drives your curiosity to look around this bedroom. So let me get some perception checks from all of you as you start to wonder what's else going on here. All right.
Another nat 1.
Garza can't find a thing. He's so happy he's reading. He doesn't even.
That's right. I'm like, guys, do you want me to read it again?
Okay. Alex, definitely
Hey.
find something. And
I'm
then
very perceptive.
MK, not really. You're kind of just amazed that somebody can read in your presence. You're kind of like,
He's a genius.
yeah. Orthos is just like, and then Ichibi, do you do a perception check or no?
Yeah.
Let's see it, brother.
Okay. Sorry.
Chibi, what do your squid eyes see?
Yeah.
Nothing right now. I'm just kind of lost. There it is.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
A red bell
I really had to
rises.
think about it, man.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm gonna put myself on a quick mute while I think about how to pitch this to you all.
Oh.
Pitching, eh?
Hey, what happened?
That's what he's saying. He doesn't know yet.
How did we get here? What did I just perceive?
You
Oh.
perceived something that broke the whole game.
Perfect.
We don't even know yet.
That's what
You're
I'm here
not
for.
supposed to see it.
It's like that time that we were just talking to the old lady and you decided to shoot her in the face.
Gosh, I
Still a
gotta
tough day.
keep my mouth shut.
Or like that day when we murdered a girl in a hole.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the same girl?
I don't remember anything that you're talking about.
It's
was
it's
at the
probably
movies that day.
happened too many times. We're getting them mixed up. Or that time I almost killed the whole party while you tried to save me from
All right.
sinking
that
in
was-
the ocean.
That was a
your-
team building exercise.
Guys, are we weird people? I say as I eat lion jerky.
That lion jerky's old by now. Jeez.
Hey,
Well, that's why you
it holds
jerky it,
very well.
so that it lasts.
That's it. Okay, so sorry. I also use this as a quick restroom break because I had one too many ciders, so I really had to pee.
Sure.
I got. Okay, so I think what's going to happen is Alex, when Gornick is investigating, he finds a lot of loose floorboards right near the bed. As he's investigating, he pops some up. Seems to be some sort of entrance under the floor. Climate.
Oh.
Ichibi notices that, and a very unnatural to this house, industrial grade vent shaft near the top of the ceiling. This is a nicer shack, but it's still a shack. So, wood paneling, dirt floor. But up near the top is like an HVAC air vent made out
That's
of
very
metal.
unusual.
And looks relatively out of place, and also newly installed, like shiny metal. At the top.
Wow.
Seems to be some sort of air duct or air vent.
Hey everybody. Why is there a heating and cooling system in this shanty town? This doesn't make any sense.
Also, what is this entrance next to the bed?
Yeah. This is a weird house.
And you pop
Also,
up.
where do babies come from?
Not the time, Garza.
Sorry.
And a mommy pirate and a daddy pirate.
Say no more.
I'm kind of imagining a Die Hard situation.
Are we
Where
gonna
I'm-
fall through this vent?
Mm-hmm. What's in the vent? Can I open the grill in the front
Sure.
and see where the
It's got screws on it, pretty tightly built. So you'd have to figure out a way to pop it.
I mean,
Looks like we're screwed.
Ah!
Harley could just melt
in
them.
our party.
If only there was a shipwright in the party that knew how to disassemble things and repair things. Let me check my explorer's pack here.
I have painter's supplies. I have some darts. I don't know if they could be used as free dragons.
I have a spear. So I'm going to take my spear, the tip of it, and unscrew these screws that would be extremely advanced technology for a civilization like this to have. And very out of place. So I'm very interested.
All right, let's see that roll, bruh.
Okay. I'm going to attack the screw with my spear.
No. No, you're not.
I'm just poking in.
Yeah.
Okay. How do
That's funny. So you're going in the floor, Alex? Gornick is? Cool. It goes down into a tunneling system. That seems to be a pretty fresh tunneling system. As you leave the light of the natural light coming in from the floorboards above, as you descend down into this tunnel, you start losing lighting. So what do you guys do? Because it starts to get pitch black. Nice. You guys know... Wow. You guys are torched up. His hemp. There you go. That's a felony. Just kidding. That's sweet. That's right. All right. So, what are you trying to do with the rope? You're trying to like. Okay. Cool. You Hansel and Gretel your way down. Very good. Okay. Sounds good. You guys make your way down. You light your torches. It is a well-built tunnel that's reinforced with stone supports and wooden supports. So very nicely built tunnel. As you make your way down, you make your way into kind of a centralized tunnel, and you pass, as you walk more kind of downhill, you realize that you're going a little bit. Some of you all that your navigator would know this, which is, remind me who's the navigator in the party. Gornick. Okay, so Gornick, you realize you're kind of moving towards the center of town. Just by your compass brain, you're kind of like, okay. And then as you walk, you notice you're passing all these different feeder tunnels. You went down this tunnel that it took you from the building you were in into this main tunnel. And now, as you walk, you keep seeing branch tunnels into the main tunnel that you're walking at. So you walk down, and then you come to a steel door, a rock wall. So it's like a brick wall, and a steel door blocks your path from here. Are you yanking the door, or are you just doing like a check? What do you... You yank the door. It's heavy, but it opens. So, are you're going in? Okay. Okay. Let's see here. You walk in. I also need my description from ChatGPT. One moment while I get this lined up for you guys. You walk into a chamber that is lit by lanterns. It's stone construction, so you've got stone walls all around. It's a circular chamber. Lining the walls is a bunch of test tubes, shelving, different apparatuses, some of which you've seen, some of which you're not familiar with. Very like a sciencey lab vibe lines the room. In the middle of the room is a thing. Let me describe the thing. Something. It's something. That's right. A bat's in the middle of the. Okay. Yeah, there's some of that. It's kind of a little Frankenstein-y little lab as you look around. Bottles of various colored liquids, some like formaldehyde body parts, and and a bunch of bookshelves with journals and books line the walls of this circular room. I'm sorry. I did not get my notes very accessible for this. But I'm getting there. So give me just a second. That's it. That's right. So in the middle of the room is a bell chamber, kind of like a quarantine chamber. So if you imagine, if you will, in your theater of the mind, imagine kind of like a giant glass bell that's covering another room within it. So this seems to be kind of a sealed room inside this circle room. So this in the middle is this giant glass dome, if you will. It's about 6 feet by 6 feet in dimensions. That's in the middle. In the middle is a chair, and in the chair is a young boy around 9 or 10 years old. He's got he looks not well. He looks a little dehydrated, little pale skin, coughing. Makes eye contact with you, but very weakly acknowledges your presence. There's various tubes and pipes that run off that glass chamber. You can also tell that there is up along near the ceiling of this chamber is vents, the same kind of vents you saw earlier. Then there seems to be vents inside the glass chamber. So if you can imagine, if you will, you've got a circular stone room with a quarantine-like chamber in the middle. As you approach the quarantine chamber, there is a control panel area with some buttons and knobs and levers. and then a few bottles that are marked with words that, depending on who looks at it, may or may not be able to be read, and then some scratch journals and notes that in a nearby desk that looks like somebody's been furiously working. And that is what you see. It seems like the little boy is speaking, but you cannot tell because the thickness of the glass prevents you to do so. That's right. Dark Horse 1975, thank you for the follow! Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yes.
Yes, the only one is the only person trapped in this glass window.
Yes. A little boy around, you're guessing somewhere between 9 and 11 years old. Chibi chooses to be sad.
Do any of the potions look scarier than the others?
I mean, there's a lot of like dust-covered potions along the wall. You kind of, when you enter, like I said, you walk up to the glass chamber, and there's a control panel, levers and buttons, and then there is some potions that are not dusty that are next to that with some markings on them, and then next to that is some notes. So presumably this is the workstation because everything else is kind of more covered in dust.
Chibi puts his tentacles on Gornick and leads him over to the journal. He says, "What are these strange lines?"
Can Gornick read? I thought Garza. I know Garza. Okay. So Gornick, what?
Let's just find out. I don't know.
What does Gornick do when he tries to see these vials? Nice. There's a meme for you. The Sailor Moon, my work here is done. That's kind of what you were doing. My work here's done. But you didn't do anything. Garza, you're trying. Okay. This is gonna need to be a comprehensive roll for you. So give me a reading comprehension roll. It's not about pirates. I'll go ahead and spoil that for you. Cannot tell the word. Starts with the letter A for apple. It is common. Yes. But you can read, you just don't understand, right, Ichibi? You guys really put handcuffs on yourselves for no reason, by the way. I just want to point that out.
He can read. It's not like an intelligence issue. It's just that he was born in the sky house. Read those languages. Those writings. That was the intentional character. But I don't know, common might be something that is
I'm going to say it is. So are you choosing to look at the vial and try to read it?
Yeah, he's gonna pick up the vial.
Antigen is the word. And you know what that is. You've got a very science mind, so.
So this must be some sort of antigen or whatever this lady is. Maybe that might be a reach. But so I'm thinking. Also, there's a little alchemy background. She's background.
Nice.
Is there any way to use that?
There seems to be an administrative system. There's some pipes and tubes that connect to your control panel with a feeding area. So you could essentially pump this into the chamber if you wanted.
Hey guys, I feel like we could pump the antigen into the chamber. Watch this question right here. It might do something. Now, what that is, I don't know. Yeah, is there like a raise the bell button?
Yes, there's a big lever. And you would know the word release. I don't know if Garza would know that. Garza, that's a kind of elementary word. So yeah, release. Yeah.
This word means yeah. Did Chibi remember he's feeling sad? So, the tentacles, have their own mind and feelings. Seems to set towards the
Mm.
But then they pull back as Chibi remembers all of the times he's done random things and gotten in great trouble.
The trauma kicks in.
Yeah, we have a character growth moment, and he pulls back. Listen to her and asks her, "Hey, what didn't you do?" After discovering what is I want you guys to do it. I don't want to make any decisions. But he gives you the potion as well.
He does, yes. And the chamber he's in is the sealed chamber.
Yeah, are there peaches in the bell?
No peaches in the bell. No, no peaches in the bell.
Dota Chibi shows Garza the antigen poster, places it in his hand. Says, "You have to do it. You have to do it."
So, just to be clear though, the antigen is not a feeder through a vent system. You can tell he's got kind of an IV tube. So, just want to be clear that when you administer it, it goes through an IV system to him. So, is that what you're choosing to do, or are you choosing to pull the release lever? IV the kid? Okay. You plug in the bottle. Is it's one of those, like medicine bottles like Priscillin or something that has the syringe top, right? But you can just plug it into this little chamber upside down, and it starts guggling down the liquid into this receptacle system that then pumps the blue antigen liquid through a series of tubes that go along up the side of the quarantine chamber and then through a pass-through area, and then it swirls down and goes up. You guys watch as the blue liquid crawls through the tubing system and makes its way slowly up to the kid's arm where his IV is. The blue liquid starts to penetrate into, starts to make the way up to the needle where he would have the IV set up, and you start to administer the potion. You notice that he starts to shudder at the reception of this antigen liquid, and he starts to cough and seems to almost be more exasperated at feeding the liquid into his system. His skin grows even more pale. He gets more sweaty and cold, and he starts to have a almost allergic coughing-like reaction to the liquid. And you realize you may have not. That you realize as this liquid pumps into him, he's not having a good reaction to what you've done. And that is where we're going to end our episode tonight. Did you help the kid or did you not? We don't know. Come back next week. There you go. The man can dream, right? So our party has made their way into an underground laboratory where they administered a potential cure or potential poison, we don't know, to a kid, and we'll find out next session what's going on. So that was been fun. Thank you, PU2 Cru, for joining us here today as we watch the Kite Pirates continue their escapades through this campaign. So just want to thank you, PU2 Cru, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, viewers, for finding us here now or after the fact. It's been a fun hang with you all. And again, thank you, Dark Horse, for that follow. Find us on the socials and look forward to us next week. Everybody have a wonderful night, and thank you for joining. Goodbye.